I do not know what you did. I do not know who you are, but you are literally being invited. You are getting invited. You are getting the in. You are being invited in somewhere, okay? So it's giving exclusive, number one. Yeah, it's giving exclusive. It's something that's going to be quite an honor, okay? I think you're going to be a bit shocked, a bit confused, and a bit, honestly, I guess baffled. You're going to be at a loss for words. I don't know how else to put it, okay? We have the Six of Wands. But I will say that this will make you feel very satisfied. And here's the thing. I feel like you are not used to like being in the spotlight, or even if you're used to being in the spotlight, maybe you're not somebody who like revels in it. You know, you don't live for attention. You're not dying for attention. Like that has nothing to do with any of the choices that you make in your life. And so I feel like, you know, when the spotlight has been on you and there has been so much focus on you, that in the past, you know, you have gotten maybe a bit shy or like gone back into your shell because it felt uncomfortable to have all of that attention on you. And now you're being called to really step into the spotlight, number one. But the second thing is that, you know, you are going to be very satisfied with it. You're going to be very satisfied with it as well, okay? So there's going to be an anxious nervousness about it, but you're going to be happy. And I think that's what you have to focus on. You have to focus on the happy component of it all versus focusing on the spotlight, focusing on the eyes, focusing on the attention. Because again, I get that you're a person that honestly, I would not be surprised if you shy away from attention, okay? Because that is what it's giving here. That's what I'm feeling. Ace of Cups. But it's time. It's time for this to happen, and it's time for you to have your moment and this moment that's coming in for you, because honestly, I feel as if it was always meant to be for you, number one. And that is also why God, the universe, your spirit guides want you to know that you don't need to be worried or afraid, because this new beginning, it honestly is giving like social setting, social group. This was designed for you. This was made for you. This is something that you genuinely deserve, okay? It's like receiving a reward for doing a good deed. I don't know what you did, but that's the vibe, okay? Eight of Wands. And again, it's going to be happening very soon. I feel like July and August are extremely relevant here. July is giving more of the vibes of like starting to hear your guides even louder, starting to recognize their voices even better, starting to understand what they're trying to do in order to assist you, okay? I feel like that's the big thing. But then in the month of August is going to be much more about the actual manifestations, the physical manifestations, the quicker moving changes, okay? And with this action card, it literally says freedom on it. Well, the Eight of Wands, but you know, our little action here. You're going to be taking a lot of action. I feel like though it's giving like, you know, when you go on vacation and you have different excursions planned and you're excited to get up and get ready to go do your excursions. That's the energy that it's giving. The Lovers. Okay, so on the Lovers card right now, the major choices is sticking out to me. Page of Cups. You intuitively know this, okay? You intuitively know that there's a specific decision that is coming your way, and I do feel as if it's making you a little bit nervous because part of you is afraid to walk through the door almost. Except the thing is that you absolutely do have to. You have to walk through the door. You have to go ahead and continue forward, because that is what is going to change the trajectory of your entire life, okay? And you've known that you've needed to make this decision for quite some time. This is something that, you know, honestly, I feel it's something major, whether it be like cutting off toxic people in your life. It could be a toxic workplace. It could be honestly just changing your changing some ideas that you have, you know, with your relationship to spirituality and religion and things like that as well, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, your ideas are shifting and changing. You're seeing things in a new light as well. And this is why you know that you need to make some additional changes and choices. It's like you have gone on for however long making these certain action steps, and each of them leading to something even bigger and greater, and that the fear with each of these things does grow a bit. It does start to grow a bit. But the thing is that you are choosing to continue to push forward. You're choosing to push past the fear. You're choosing to push past the uncomfortability of it all, because of course when you're making a major massive change, you will be extremely uncomfortable, okay? That is just natural. That's part of it. And there's going to continue to be opposition, and the noises will get louder. The voices will try to confuse you even further. And the more that you drown it out, the better off you will be, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. So this is you trusting that you will be caught like every time before. And, you know, maybe this time around, the leap of faith that you're being asked to take might seem so much greater, so much bigger than ever before. But just know that you will be okay as long as you just go ahead and do it, okay? Because at this point, it's like you can either try to stay... I don't think you can even stay trapped where you're at, to be honest. I feel like where you are at right this moment, you can't stay there anymore. You can't, okay? And this doesn't necessarily have to be a physical place. It could literally be in your mind as well. Apply it as it resonates, okay? And you guys, when you are feeling super confused about anything that a tarot reader or like a channeler of any sorts has to say to you, when you get confused about it, just know that means that you are applying it to the wrong area of your life, okay? You absolutely are. I definitely have listened to love readings before that were about my finances or my family and not about a romantic interest at all. But I didn't know that until later on when the information was actually relevant. So, you know, God, your spirit guides, the universe, whatever you want to call it, they want you to know right now that, yes, maybe there's some confusion, but it's strictly only coming from a place of it not being applied properly. And once it clicks, once it hits, you will know, because there will be a sense of ease associated with the way that the message resonates for you, okay? You're not going to be like uncomfortable with the message. That's not how this works, okay? Sometimes maybe you get told things that you don't like, but it's not supposed to instill fear in you, okay? So, and then when it comes to the Strength card, this is just your confidence building within your intuition and, you know, mastering your mind, honestly. That's really what I feel. But of course, per usual, when I have this deck out, go ahead and click the cards, you guys. Get your copy, whether you are starting your collection or you are building upon yours like mine. Go ahead and get yours. But I love, love, love you, and I will talk to you so soon.